Hello viewers, you're welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make a short pant, and this short pant will have a decorative front fly and also it will have an elastic band. So the next thing to do is to input the measurements needed to draft out this short pant. So I need the waist measurement, the hip, the crotch height, the short length. Then I'll show you how to measure the crotch height. So I'll be starting by measuring the short length. So I'll input the measurement of the short length, which is 16 inches. So the 16 inches is drawn out now with a straight ruler. So from there I will draw out my hem line. So the hem line is drawn out right now. So I'll go to the waistline also to use that one to create the waistline border. So I'll draw that one out also with a straight line. So from there, the next thing to do is to input my crotch depth. The crotch height measurement is what I will input out. This is how to measure the crotch height. You can see it on the screen. So I'll just use a straight ruler to extend the line also. So the crotch height can be determined by also dividing your hip measurement by 4. So since the hip measurement here is 40 inches, dividing by 4 will give me 10. Or you use the method on the screen. So I will label out as follows. So from there, the next thing to do is to come to the crotch line, then input my hip measurement. I'll input my hip measurement on the crotch line. So the hip measurement will be divided by 4, giving 9.5. Then I will add ease of 1.5, making 11 inches. So I will input 11 inches because this is a free short. So I want it to be loose a little. That's why I added the ease of 1.5. So I will use my straight ruler to connect it. So I have 11 inches as my hip now, hip measurement. So I'll go and put that measurement 11 inches on the waistline also, because I'm not using my exact waist measurement because of the elastic rubber I will put. So I want it to be loose a little. That's why I'm doing this. So the hip measurement will also be the waist measurement, as you can see. So I will come to the crotch line to create my crotch curve. So the measurement on the crotch line, I'm going to divide it by 4. I have 11 inches on the crotch line. Dividing it by 4 will give me 2/3/4 inches. So I'll input 2/3/4 right now. Then I will extend it with a straight line. Then I'll come on this line, crotch line also. Then I'll also input the same 2 inches 3/4. 2/3/4 inches. I will also input it here. So after doing that, so I will come to this point to create on this diagonally I'll place my tape measure, and I'll measure 1.5 inches to create my crotch curve. I want to create a crotch curve that will be perfect. So I will link the points together like so. So from there I'll connect the dotted lines with a curve ruler. So the next thing to do is to input the measurement on the crotch line. Measure what is on the crotch line, then go and input the same measurement on the hemline. So it will only need little reshaping because this is a free short. So I'm going to come inward by 1 inch, as you can see. Then I'll connect it from the crotch cuff to this hemline, like so. So since that one is created, the next thing to do is to create my front fly. I told you it is a decorative front fly, not as if I'll put a zipper. So I'll measure 7 inches down, like so. So after that, I'll mark another 2 inches from the center front, 2 inches to go and meet the 7 inches. Then I'm going to connect the lines together, like so. So I have my front fly. So the next thing to do is to come to the hemline and add 1 inch hemming allowance. 1 inch hemming allowance. So the hemming allowance is there already. So I will label it as hemming allowance HA. So I will come to the waistline and input the casing for the elastic, like so. I will input the casing for the elastic, and the casing for the elastic is 2 inches. So I will input it all round. So from there, I can do my cutting. I can go ahead and cut the pattern out. So I'll cut like so. So this is the front. So since the front has been cut out, I'll place it on another pattern paper to be able to draft my back, and that's what I'm doing. So I'll come to the crotch length and extend the line there. So after extending it, I can come down on that line, but before doing that, I will measure 2 inches. 2 inches. After measuring 2 inches, on that point that I measured 2 inches, as you can see, I'll come down by ½ inch on that point. I'll come down by ½ inch on that point, like so, just to do my back crotch curve. This is for my back crotch curve. So I'll come here, I'll measure 2 inches diagonally, the way I did for the front. I'll measure 2 inches, and the 2 inches will be connected to this line, like so. So I'm representing it with a dot. So I'll come to the waistline, then I'll connect it like so. So as you can see, I have removed the zebra fly. So I'm going to add 2 inches allowance. This 2 inches is for the back to be free. So I'll connect it to the straight line. From there, I'm going to link it up on the waistline. With the former measurement that is on the waistline, I will link it up. So I'll come to the crotch and connect it like so to meet the front hem line. So then I'll take my curve ruler to connect the crotch curve. So the crotch curve will be connected like so. So after doing that, I have my back block now. So I can come and cut it out. So I have it cut out with the fabric. So the fabric has been cut out using the pattern. So this is the front fly for the front pattern. So I can trim this out. If I don't want it to be to have this rectangular shape, I can trim it out like so. Use my free hand to do the curve, the bend that will be there. So I will do the curve like so, then trim it out with the scissors. Or if I still like it like that, I can still leave it like that. And from there, the next thing to do is to go ahead and stitch the crotch curve. Starting from that place, I'll stitch the crotch curve on my machine. That's the first thing I will do. So we are going to the sewing machine now to do that. I'll stitch from here to the edge. Then the zipper fly will be laid on each other. So I'm stitching the crotch curve now for the front part. So after stitching this place, I will turn to the other side. Then this comes the decorative fly, the front fly. So I'll place it on each other. It will overlap like so. Then fold it by ½ inch. Fold it by ½ inch from the crotch. Then I will go and place. I will iron it with something that can make it stable, like my paper stay. So I'll go ahead and do that and bring it back to the sewing machine to stitch it. So I've done that. The next thing to do is to stitch closely to the edge. So I'm going to do that right now. I'll stitch it gently to the waistline. So the next thing to do is to stitch the crotch curve for the back bodice, for the back pant. So the back pant crotch curve is stitched down. So I'll place the front. After that, I'll place the front on the back like so, and place the inseam together. Inseam of the front and the back is placed together. Then I'll stitch that on my machine. I'll stitch it right now with ½ inch. So the next thing to do is to come to the hemline and stitch with 1 inch And also, after stitching the hemline with 1 inch, the side seam will also be stitched with ½ inch. I will do that now. So having that done, this is the elastic band, the elastic rubber. So the waist measurement, my waist measurement, I will deduct 4 inches from the waist measurement. So if the waist measurement is 30, I'm using 26. Then I will join it together, unfold like this, and place it. So after placing it, I'll fold the fabric by 2 inches on the elastic rubber, so that the elastic rubber will be inside. So I'll make sure it's inside, and I'll measure the 2 inches. The 2 inches casing is measured out. Then I will fold ½ inch inside. So since I've gotten that measurement, I'll fold ½ inch inside. Then I'll stitch. So I have my short pant ready. So the bow at the front is just like you want to make a belt. So I doubled my waist measurement. Then the width is 2 inches. So on fold, it is 2 inches. So this is the back side, the front, and it is very lovely. If you want to stitch the belt, let me lose it so that you can see how it works. You just stitch it at every point, like at 4 stages, like that, like so, as you can see. So you knot it back, and it's lovely like so. So if you like my video, don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and share. See you in my next video. Bye.